Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Front Page Esports. I'm Rob Flax. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Frank Salerno. A lot of breaking news in the esports and gaming community, even as we are sitting here to record this. We wanted to get a quick episode out for you guys, just so you can keep on track of the news. So, Frank, where are we starting off this week?
Yeah, so we're going to start with one of the biggest content creators in the gaming and YouTube Twitch space, Dr. Disrespect. 40 million followers on Twitch. He got permanently banned by the platform this past Friday. It came out that he was banned. It's a big deal. People who don't understand the significance of what this is like, think about if LeBron in the NBA or Mike Trout in the MLB got suspended, permanently banned without a reason given by the league itself. That's what Twitch did. There's no reason given as to why Dr. Disrespect has been banned. Doc came out with a statement saying that Twitch hasn't given him a reason as to why he's been permanently banned. Twitch said they do not comment on terms of service issues no matter the prominence of the content creator. So it's something that right now in the community, a lot of people are questioning the issue as to why he's been banned. It's just the discussion in a lot of the Twitter and the Twitch universe.
Yeah, definitely a huge story and a lot of mixed signals. At first, people thought he might have been leaving, going to Mixer like other prominent ex-Twitch streamers before him. That's not the case. We can see that now. Also, his sponsors and advertisers left him and then have now come back. So again, a lot of confusion on both sides. But Frank, you can talk a little bit about some reporting that's been going on that might give us a little hint into what's happening.
Yeah, so Slasher, one of the most prominent reporters in the gaming scene, he said that he talked to his sources and he understands, he has pretty much been giving a very confident reason as to why Doc has been banned, but he hasn't publicly commented, which makes you think that there may be some, he hasn't released it. He doesn't want to release the information without it coming from Dr. Twitch. So it makes you think there might be some legal issue there. There's so much you can speculate, thousands of different reasons you can come up with in your head, but I guess time will tell and we'll have to wait to hear from the two parties involved on that issue. So
absolutely. And if news breaks on that front, we will be tweeting it out live at the CitrusTV Entertainment Twitter. So check there for retweets and from the main account posts as well.
Yeah, so we said a while back on this show on Front Page Esports that we're going to hold people in this community accountable for their actions, and we're going to call out issues when we see them arise. And right now is a time in the gaming community and the Twitch community that these issues are arising. So Rob, tell us about one of the biggest issues going on right now involving Fedmeister and the offline TV house.
Right, absolutely. So Fedmeister, prolific content creator on the platform, started off in the League of Legends community, now a variety streamer, just really all types of content for him and his fans, part of the offline TV network. In two different Twitlonger posts, has been alleged to have been extremely inappropriate with his female coworkers. We're not going to get into the details here, but you can read it on the original Twitlonger posts. And he has been removed by offline TV. They are no longer affiliated. And I have to say that it's just very commendable of these women to come forward, knowing they would face online scrutiny, knowing that it was their friend who they're jeopardizing the career of, just so there would not be any more victims, anybody who would have to suffer the same type of gross actions that were made against them, making sure no one else has to go through that. I think it's extremely commendable that they would come forward with these allegations.
And the reason it's also, this one has really become to prominence, it's really a harder situation when you have a group of people like the offline TV house that is so popular. I mean, all these members have hundreds of thousands of followers. Obviously, Pokimane was one of the largest. She has 2.2, I think, on Twitter. She left the house because of this situation. So when you have such a prominent community and such a popular group of streamers, this issue becomes even larger. And I'm really happy for these people to come out and speak their mind and help others in the community avoid this kind of sexual harassment.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, guys, this isn't an isolated incident, as we've been learning in all aspects of culture, but especially within the games media itself and in the game platforms, publishers, everything. Just today, news breaking against two Ubisoft executives accused of sexual abuse. They have been taken down. Others also fired, but just not named so far publicly. So it really seems that the industry is reckoning with what they are, which should have always been, but is now being come to recognize as unacceptable behavior by people. So hopefully, again, it's on a place of improvement, and we can see, hopefully this leads to substantial change. But another company, and Frank, you can get into this a little bit more, that's been facing some public scrutiny for behavior of one of their employees is Twitch TV itself.
Yeah, if you look at the head of partnerships pretty much for Twitch, Hassan Bakar, and if you don't know what partnerships are on Twitch, it pretty much is, the partnership program on Twitch is the most prominent streamers who make the most money off of their content creation. And Hassan Bakar, who was the head of partnerships on Twitch, he's accused of sexual misconduct of his own against a former popular Twitch partner, Vio. she came out with allegations against him that date back to 2015. Also, allegations that he covered up other Twitch streamers soliciting nude photographs from their fans. And it's hard to see that someone with such a position of power in terms of selecting who the most prominent streamers are has these major flaws. And they were conducting this activity, and it makes you question, like, what else has been brushed under the rug by higher ups. And I'm not accusing everyone at Twitch. Obviously, we're not saying that everybody at Twitch is a bad person, but it just makes you question what's been going on within this community and what's real and what's not.
Absolutely. But something that we can point to, something that is public and something that is encouraging, is we can look at the response from the community. We look at just the difference in scope and volume and of the tone of the discussion now versus 2014 with something like Gamergate. Victims are being believed, victims are being listened to, and what they're talking about is actionable and being acted upon. And one of those actions was the Twitch TV blackout, where a bunch of content creators either didn't stream at all for a period of 24 hours or streamed black boxes with messages voicing their support for the victims and demanding change from Twitch. And it's just very rewarding to see that it shouldn't have taken this much. Let's be very clear. It should not have taken something like this to bring the community together, but it's good to see that they are coming together. They are demanding better. And it is now a mainstream opinion that harassment in the video games industry is not acceptable, and it won't be going forward.
Yeah, and one of the Twitch streamers, and he might have been a partner, I'm not sure, but they commented when participating in the blackout that while this blackout was good for one day, we need to make sure this discussion continues following all the days after, and for weeks and for months and for years, until there's a systemic change within the gaming community where everybody feels safe and everybody feels like they're being treated the proper way, morally and legally. And that's just a systemic change that needs to happen within this space. So props to all the people who are coming forward and making progress towards these changes and really holding people accountable for their actions on the platform.
Absolutely. And guys, there's a million stories and a million of these unfortunate events. We couldn't cover everything this week at Front Page Esports, but for more content, for more updates, and for more breaking news from these unfortunate allegations that are coming to light, you can follow us on CitrusTV, where we will be breaking updates. That's all for us this week. I'm Rob Flax.
I'm Frank Sono. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you next week.